What's exactly going on in your area? Sirens going off? Any missiles hit? Can you just tell us your story right now?
Well, I live in um, a little city that's called Reut, which is Reut Modi'in. Modi'in is like the major city. We live 30 minutes from Tel Aviv and 30 minutes from Jerusalem, just in the middle.
Okay.
No sirens here, no rockets here, but I can tell you I live about 25 minutes from the rockets in the south. Like Gaza area is only an hour and a half for me. And 30 minutes from Tel Aviv, which the rockets started on Thursday there. And I was in Tel Aviv in the first siren.
What day did
I
that?
experienced it.
What day did that happen?
What?
What day did that happen? The first siren?
Thursday.
And you were in the city when
Thursday
that went off?
was the first siren in Tel Aviv. It was evening. I think it was like 7 in the evening. I was at my friend's place, and the siren went off.
So what was like your immediate reaction upon the sirens going off? I mean, like you were inside a house?
Honestly, I laughed.
You laughed?
Yeah, because it's so like unbelievably weird and scary, and I didn't think it would get to Aviv. It was always in the south of Israel for 12 years. There was rockets in the south of Israel, but Tel Aviv, it's like a whole new different game.
Yeah.
So
totally.
I think we didn't know how to react and where to go and what to do with ourselves at that moment, because we were not prepared at all. In the southern part of Israel, it went on for 12 years.
Yeah.
12 years, that's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
I could not imagine myself living in an area 12 years that, like, if you take the amount and divide it by days per year, it's like 3 missiles a day.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Of course, there's days that no missiles, no rockets, no sirens, but then like another day where there's like 20. So you can never know. You can never know what's going on. And I experienced, like, my family, my brother, which is in the army right now, serving. He and his family lives in the part in Gan Yavne, which is really bombed right now and has been bombed for like the last 12 years. And with it, every day, every year, every situation that occurs, they live with it. And my nephew, which is 4, they moved to our place right now because it's unbearable to live there.
Yep.
And my nephew, the first thing that he said when he came to my house is like, "Gal, where's your safe place? Because I need to know where I need to run, where there's sirens."
Yep.
And he's 4. That's his reality. That's crazy. Like
his daily routine. And then over in Palestine or on the Gaza Strip, you have 4-year-old children that are being brainwashed with, let's say, shooting guns and, attacking Israelis, throwing rocks and all this stuff. And isn't it crazy just like the disconnect there? Or I don't even know if it's like just the parallel of younger children, like just totally being traumatized by like the crazy actions that go on and like it's just totally not normal. What's your take on that?
Well, it's so complicated. I've lived here all my life. I've been to the army. Both of my brothers were fighters in the army. One of them was an officer. I was raised to like understand and accept that Israel is never safe and that we always have to fight for it. and fight for our country and like keep us safe and everything. Is like when the operation started it and last week, the first thing I said was like, oh my god, like I've been through like 4 wars already. Like that's crazy. I'm only 21.
Yep.
Like I had enough. I don't want my brothers going back to the army. I don't want my friends going back to the army. But then you sit and you say, well, I have to protect. It's not me, but like we have to protect our country. We have no other choice. I think that they kind of overlook the daily rockets on the southern part of Israel because, first of all, most of the people live in the center of Israel.
Yep.
So here it's like usually kind of there's a like euphoric atmosphere because you don't hear the sirens, you don't get the rockets here, so you don't think about it as much. You don't think about all the people that live there and deal with it on a daily basis. But we do hear about rockets, and I think the big mistake was, I don't know if you hear about it, about Kippat Barzel, which is a new kind of machine that the army developed.
Yep.
Which actually, when a rocket flies into Israel, this machine Kippat Barzel just sent a missile into the rocket and bombs it, and then nobody gets hurt. And then we have Kippat Barzel for 4 years, and in these 4 years, we haven't had a lot of injured people or damage because we keep on blocking the rocket.
Yeah. No, of course. So,
but that doesn't make it any better. Like, it doesn't solve the problem. It's just like nobody gets hurt, so we don't talk about it as much.
Exactly. And so that's the Iron Dome technology, right? Or system that they've created, right?
Exactly.
It's just great that it's working as well as it does, but yet, I mean, the idea that Hamas and rockets just continue to be fired just results in these sirens going off every once in a while and people just having to live these, crazy, frantic lives, and children having to be raised in this sort of environment, right?
It's crazy, and it's crazier that the world does not see that. And that's the most crazy thing to me because I just sent my 2 brothers back to the army, and I have a family that left her house that lives in my house right now.
Yep.
And the world keep on saying stop it, don't do it, be humanitarian, be don't do anything more, don't go with soldiers in. But nobody knows how to live on a daily threat. Nobody knows it, and it's really nice and honorable to say don't do this and don't do that, but you don't live here.
Yep.
And you don't have to go through all of the things that we go through the day we were born, and then the day we go to the army and keep on and raising our own family. It's horrible. Sometimes I say I don't want to raise my children over here.
Yeah.
But it's my country. Of course I will. But it's really hard to know that you're bringing a child into a world which contains of wars and rockets and a lot of people a lot of times terror attacks.
Yep.
For my life, I don't want it. I don't want kids. Nobody does.
Yeah.
But then
so what? It's oh my god! That's just wild. And I can't even. It's so hard to believe. And it's almost
think about it. When you guys go to college at 18, to the army. I got a gun. I was told fire. Unimaginable to you guys. That's what I did for 2 years. I was in the army. I stopped everything and went to train in the army.
Yep. Yeah, and then
that's our reality.
Yeah.